wait to find out what's coming up for you in the month of July, because you had a good month last month.
Shuffle just to make sure.
And all readings are done in the moment. We do a 4-card spread here at Virtual Tarot, and if you haven't watched us before, we will tell you what that means. First month?
First month is the overview, the kind of tone of the month, emotional, intellectual, physical tone of the month. And the
second is challenges, obstacles, things you might face. Forewarned is forearmed. Third
is the unexpected, something that happens that either on an emotional or on a physical event level that surprises you.
And then the 4th card, the outcome, going into next month, and sort of a wrap up, and we'll give you a little bit of Ava Trudy girl talk at the very end.
Yes.
And look out, because we'll do a summary. And with that said,
let's begin.
Here we go.
Month of July.
Oof. Month of July, Aquarius. What do you think it is?
Oh my.
Wow.
Oh my.
Boy, they really raced to the end quickly, didn't they?
Yeah, that was an intense month last month then, because you're about to enter into a whole new world.
And you get the World, which is the major arcana card that ends the journey of the Fool.
That's right. It ends the journey of the Fool. So it's a rebirth.
Yes, it is.
So you're reborn into a whole new, either psychologically, a worldview, or you are literally transported into a whole different environment. That could be career-wise, that could be love-wise, that could be in any realm.
We're not sure yet, because the cards that live next to it will sort of clear that up for us. Right.
But it's also, you can see she's holding the 2 rods. It's the left and the right brain. So it's also a hermaphroditic bringing together, a unification inside of you also of the male and the female, of the left and the right brain. This is a sort of a being born into a place where you can be whole.
Right.
That all of what you are is needed in order to accomplish your aim.
And there's that feeling of the traditional Christian faith would say this card would mean born again. Yes. And born again is sort of you're evangelized. Like this, there's this sense of, whew, I mean, this newness, this freshness of life, and this complete turnaround, so that almost like wiping the slate clean and starting from a position of
purity.
Purity, correct.
Now, also on a metaphysical level, it has to do with the idea of abandoning completely the materialistic point of view. Finally coming out from being harnessed to the material world. Sort of like, okay, now I can see things in a more spiritual sense. That is, my spirit is shining out now. And I feel like I'm being led by values that are more true to me. So my goodness.
It is birth.
It is birth.
And so when you think of birth and the birth canal and the
that,
pain of
look at
birth.
That. It's a vulva.
Yes, well, we call it the vagina card.
It's the vagina card.
So the birth has occurred, and all of the pain that is associated with birth, the birthing pangs, are in the past.
They're in the past.
Yes, and you see the light, and you are living now in this new world,
new paradigm,
which is the world.
Which is the world.
Perfect.
Right. And
woo! All right. You ready? Oh, I'm sorry, I interrupted you. What were you going to say? And
well, she's one of the goddesses. There are
yes.
many goddesses
yes.
in the tarot deck.
Yes.
Because we're talking about the tarot. So the tarot deck is about the female spiritual means by which to reconnect with the divine. And she's being reborn. So that the female mind, the femaleness, the receptivity to the other world is what the whole card is about. So it's really just, it's a celebration of the female, really.
Oh, that's beautiful. God, in the position of
the challenge for you. Look at that.
Two, brother.
Two major arcana. Oh my.
Goddess cards.
Two goddess cards for you.
This is what our man crush Michael speaks about. These
that's
cards.
Right. These
the
cards.
World, the High Priestess, the Empress.
That's right. These are the goddess cards. And who is she? She's the goddess that stands for the veil between the material world and the spiritual world. And so she's the see, she wears the cross. And that's the
compass.
The compass.
It was the Celtic compass. Originally, that's where the cross came from.
Well, it is Celtic, that's for sure. And so are the swords Celtic?
So are the swords, yes.
The swords were the sword that slays evil. The sword that conquers that which is...
the sword of truth.
The sword of truth. That which, again, if you're possessed by the material concepts, that is the appetites, anything that drives you just on a material level, the sword is a symbol of that which cuts through that and gets to the truth of it.
But the cool thing about her is she's sitting between these two pillars, which are yin and yang, shadow and light. And really what comes to me is shadow and light. She's sitting between shadow and light. So she's deciding which secrets to explore. I don't know why that's coming up, but sort of wherever you put your consciousness, that's your reality. So it could be interesting to see where Aquarius's consciousness is going this month.
So your challenge, as you've been reborn into this whole new paradigm, is to access within yourself the intuitive side of yourself.
The secret places.
The secret places within yourself to bring up the creative spirit.
Right, because behind her we have pomegranate.
Yes.
Lots and lots of it.
Pomegranates, again, are the most seeded fruit. So
it's the universe.
Symbolically,
yeah.
They represent the seeds, the ideas, the concepts that you want to manifest. And they're right in front there. That's what the veil is. So,
yes, the veil is what will you manifest? What will you spread?
Right.
Where will your inner, I mean, it's a pure card too.
Right.
This is like the place of purity, and it's equal sort of to the magician, the female, cool, calm, collected,
exactly.
The aspects of the feminine.
As we were saying, the natural laws, the laws of love, is what divides, what that veil divides. The laws of love are behind that veil, and you need to access those laws. Are you adhering to the laws of love?
Right. Well, let's check on the next card. I can't wait to find out what it is.
The unexpected.
In the position of the unexpected.
That.
Well. So we have the Eight of Swords, and all of these are in the upright. Okay. Now, the Eight of Swords is, well, it's sometimes sort of the card of like negative mental thought. It's negative self-talk, I guess.
I get it.
Yeah.
You know what it is? It's lack of confidence here. Unexpectedly, you're a little nervous because there's a huge challenge in front of you, and you've been introduced into it in a whole new, as I said, paradigm. And so unexpectedly, you get the jitters.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I feel that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get the jitters. In other words, suddenly the memories of where you failed before encircle you, and you feel trapped by it.
Which the memories would be the 8 swords that surround her.
That's right.
And there's one in front, but the 8 are behind.
And so she's bound and she can't see. So,
right.
So in other words, you're frightened.
Mm-hmm.
This is fear.
Mm-hmm.
Fear of the responsibility, fear of the newness of it.
And it's old tapes too, because this reminds me of, you know, how we always talk about, you know, you got to reprogram. Like our minds are like sort of little hard drives that sort of play the same program over and over
and over again.
So it's almost like the reboot card.
Right.
So
exactly. Everyone suffers from that.
Yeah, you may need a reboot.
Yeah. In other words, get rid of it all.
Mm-hmm. Erase the hard drive.
Erase.
Get a new operating system. Which is kind of like this card.
Yes.
And it's like this card.
And it's like that
card. Right, you need to upgrade your operating system.
Right, your internal operating system.
Right, I think there's a new OS. Apple just introduced a new OS, and they're constantly doing this just to keep us, you know, on our toes and buying new equipment.
Yes, they're very clever.
Yes.
So
you need to update your internal operating system. Erase those tapes and put affirmations all around the house.
In fact, you could do it just by little post-its everywhere you go.
Yeah.
You can find them everywhere.
And bury yourself in this new world, which means like
you know,
books, people, things around you.
The challenge, the high priestess, use whatever you can. And I recommend using the tarot.
Yes.
Everyone needs to understand that the tarot is really one of the most magnificent tools available in the modern world that is geared absolutely to the Western mind.
Yes, it is. Mm-hmm. It is the book of Thoth or truth.
Or the book of truth.
Right. And the thing is, this is a book, not unlike other books, sacred books, which you can read, you can digest, you can use as a spiritual pathway.
That's right.
To wholeness.
That's right.
So, there we go. There we go. We've pontificated.
Right.
Yay, next card.
And the end of the month.
Oh.
Yahoo!
So you are completely living in Joyland. This is the Joyland card.
Yes.
So
that
let's go.
offer that came last month that you didn't know you were going to take or not suddenly becomes even bigger, more grand, more enticing.
Yes.
And you probably take it. And
it's the monad.
It's the monad.
Ace of Cups, going back to Pythagoras, it's the source of this new joy land, this is the world, which is why I keep going to Joyland, because you're on your road to joy. You're on the road to Joyland.
That's right.
Now, isn't there a song? You're
on
the road to Joyland. I think it's a spiritual.
Oh, it is?
It's a spiritual because, you know, it takes hope, faith, and love to get to Joyland.
That's right.
And that's kind of where you're going.
But this is the cup overflowing with love. And remember I said that what she's trying to do is access and obey the laws of love, which...
she's the key.
She's the key.
This month, the High Priestess.
I think that she's the key because through her you arrive here.
And you turn this card around.
And you turn that card over. Everyone has trepidations about whether
unexpectedly
they
you're going to go.
Do.
Yeah.
Everyone.
Yeah.
Everyone has self-doubt.
You have to get through the little, you know, the jitters or stage fright.
Stage fright is what it is. Yes, it's stage fright.
Yes.
Which
is unlike Aquarius.
You know, the word confidence is very interesting because to acquire confidence, you have to confide in yourself.
Ooh.
That's the truth.
Yes.
So this is about confidence and not having enough. And so this is about confiding. The High Priestess is about confiding in yourself.
Wow, yeah, because if you do that, and the High Priestess is also, she's sort of, she's behind the veil as well. When she's in the upright, I mean, she is behind the veil. So it's like sort of your inner, we all have everything inside of us that we need. The person to confide with, I guess I'm saying, is the High Priestess.
That's
because she's behind maybe the conscious mind.
She is. She's subconscious, but she's also superconscious.
Yes.
The superconscious mind.
Right, that's true. And define the superconscious, Ava.
Well, the superconscious is the mind that is the wise mind. It's not the subconscious where things are chaotic.
Like the primitive brain.
The primitive brain is generally what the subconscious refers to, but the superconscious is that mind which knows, which understands, which knows your destiny, which is always feeding you intuitively information that will help you in order to arrive at your highest destiny.
Right. So it's like the Wizard of Oz. Like if you want to go back to Kansas, Dorothy,
yes,
you got to confide with your inner high priestess.
And this would be a great month, I think, for them also to then have a personal reading.
Yes.
Because what we do is we interpret the symbols of the tarot, and the symbols are the language, the key to open up the superconscious mind.
Right.
So that when we read for you, we can open up that which is personal to you.
Right. So it'd be a great month.
It would be a great month
for Aquarius to have a reading.
Right.
So let's talk a little bit about readings and how our audience can get a reading.
Yes, you just go to virtualtarot.wordpress.com, and we have a menu of readings there that you can peruse and see if maybe one of those is pertinent to your particular concern or problem. And then
it's very easy. Once you go to the site, first thing,
you pay for it.
You pay for it. So you'll see the donation
but
buttons.
There's all kinds of prices for it.
Yeah,
so,
yeah. We have lots of different
prices for it.
You pay for it, and then you send us your question to avatrudy@yahoo.com. We'll get right back to you. It pops up on our little cute little cell phones, and we call each other on the bat phones, and we go, "Oh my God, it's a reading!
Oh my God! Oh my God!" Then
oh my goddess! I mean,
oh my goddess! Yes. Yes.
And then we create a reading for you.
Yes. And we create a reading for you, and then we do an audio file of it, meaning that we record it. And then we send that recording via your email back to you so that you can listen to it as many times as you'd like or you need to.
Okay, so we'll see you guys all next month in the month of...
Oh my God, is it August? Yes. The years have gone, if not more.
It's crazy, isn't it?
It's crazy.
But stay tuned. You never know what we might do.
That's right.
It's August.
It's August. All right. Bye.
Have a great month.